Hey guys, this is Stanley with Built4Battle Real Estate, and we're back. We're covering the steps to purchase a home. This video covers step 4, all right? So now you have gotten over the hump of step 3. You've realized that you are going to be clear to close, and there's just a few final things that you have to get done. This is step 4. In step 4, most lenders are going to require you to have a termite inspection, okay? Why? Because they don't want bugs eating up the home that they're giving you money for. And it's really that simple. You're going to have to get a termite inspection. Many times it's not mandatory, but sometimes it will be. You're going to have to get a termite inspection. Sometimes the seller will pay for it. Sometimes you may have to pay for it. But you're going to have to get a termite inspection to make sure that your home is very well protected against these little insects that like to eat wood. Because even though wood to us seems like a solid, inanimate object, it's technically a plant. And these insects like to eat plants. Even if they have paint on them inside of your house, inside the walls of your house, they're gonna tear it up like Thanksgiving dinner. You hear me? Leftover style. So you're gonna have to get a termite inspection. And if they have termites, or if there's no termite treatment already there, you're gonna wanna make sure that some is there, because you wanna protect your investment. You want to make sure that you get treatment for any termites that are there, or if you don't have it, you want to get those little bait centers. They're going to be, you'll notice sometimes there's like a little disc outside of your house, and they're about that big, it's black, and it goes down into the ground and has little bait centers for those termites to come, and they'll eat the little bait that's in there, and they'll take that bait back to their colony, and it wipes them out, and it stops them from consuming your home. Typically, if you have dead trees, like old trees around, you're going to have termites because they want to eat that rotting wood up. That's their purpose, all right? Now, after the termite inspection, which typically costs $55 to $60, so it's not that expensive, you're going to now schedule your homeowner's insurance. That's different than your home warranty. Your homeowner's insurance is for anybody who's paying less than 20% of your home down. If you pay less than that, you're going to have what you call PMI, that private mortgage insurance, okay? This usually adds, a couple of $100s to your mortgage, but it's very necessary. They have to make sure that should anything happen, just like your car insurance, you get in an accident, accidents happens to homes too. So they want to make sure that you're covered should anything happen while you are at least in that first fifth of your mortgage payment, to make sure that they're going to cover you. Just like a car can get totaled out, a house can get totaled out too, but you want to make sure that you have the insurance that up until this certain point when your house is valued really high, that they now have coverage for you to take care of anything for your home. It's all about protecting your investment. A home is one of the biggest investments that you will ever purchase. And if you don't protect it, you just wasted it. All right, so after the homeowner's insurance is scheduled, you're going to have your final amount needed for closing. Now, this is when a lot of people get kind of scared because the numbers change. You've been working with this lender, you've built this trust, and sometimes it's a little sketchy because you're like, you're asking a lot of questions and a lot of things are going on, and the numbers looking funny. You're trying to figure all these numbers out, and now the lender gives you a fee sheet that looks different than what he gave you at the start of the process. And you're like, I knew it. I knew you were just trying to get me for my money. You were trying to pull me in. No, that's a part of the process. The market changes daily, okay? The numbers change and so many things change. And so they have to give you an updated fee sheet after all the numbers have worked out. There's property taxes involved. There's so many different factors that determine how the fees look at the end. Sometimes what most lenders do, they're going to kind of typically lean towards the heavier side of the payments from the beginning. So a lot of times once you get to closing, the numbers may come down a little bit because they want to prepare you for the worst case scenario, okay? But the numbers are going to change because the rates change depending on how long it took you to get on the contract and things like that. So they have to give you your final numbers. Sometimes what they initially charge you is going to be a little less. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit more. So prepare yourself to not be married to those rates. We have to do what we call marry the house, date the rate, okay? The rates are going to fluctuate. They're going to change. But you marry the house and be committed to dating that rate until you get it where you want to. Remember, in 6 months, you can always refinance and get you some different numbers and things like that. So don't freak out if what you see right there at the end is a lot more than what you expected. If you're able to handle it, go ahead and get it done, go through with it, and you'll see that your investment will pay off really, really quickly. All right, so that is it for step 4. The last step is coming up. That is step 5. Tune into that on the next video, and we'll wrap up the 5 steps to purchasing a home. Peace.